Hi there, my name's Anik and I am the artist and owner behind Do Re Mi Bracelets, etc., where we upcycle musical instrument strings to create beautiful jewelry and other creations. One question that I get on a fairly regular basis is because I upcycle, as I said, different types of instrument strings, and one type of string that I get a lot of are guitar strings. They're fantastic to work with. They're a great metal, but they do take a lot of wear and tear over the duration of the time that they're being used, especially if it's somebody who is not changing their strings very often, though a lot of guitar players do. And if you look at some of these strings, I'm going to try and give you a chance to get a close-up of them. My camera's not wanting to help me today. Let's try this again. Not really helping. So if you can, there we go. So if you see these strings here from a closer up perspective, there we go, lock that in, you're going to see that some of these strings still have that really nice, bright, coppery shine, whereas other strings here have gotten a real, more old gold, worn down. They're almost like a brown color compared to their much shinier copper counterparts. Now, a lot of people will ask me, well, do you still want those strings? And the answer is yes, because there is so much that I can do. And so these strings are actually donated to me by a client who wanted me to make, I'm making a custom bracelet for her son. Shh, it's a secret, don't tell. And so this is, if you look at episode 2 of Friend Lost But Not Forgotten, I'll show you essentially how I make one of these braided bracelets. But if you look at, I'm going to zoom in here again, hopefully this camera will work this time, you're going to see that this bracelet has that nice old gold sort of look to it. I'm going to try and get you a little bit of a better look. Well, you can sort of see it on the back end here, but let's get you a better look. There we go. So you can see that it has a really nice old gold look to it, that it has a bit of a worn but not used look, or used but not overly worn look, that really gives it some great character. And so depending obviously on the style and the look that you're looking to get, I can definitely, use some newer looking strings. But what's nice about something like this, where we're talking about saving the memories of the music, is that you can almost see the history in the creation. Now, what's great about this is that this particular client wanted a bracelet for her son, but because these are her son's strings, she also wanted something made for herself. And so we've got this lovely little keychain that I was able to make. And now in guitar strings, you've got, in any type of instrument string, essentially, you've got a different range of, from your thicker, lower sounding strings to your thinner, higher pitch strings. So in the guitar string, you've got your low E and your high E, essentially. So your thinner strings here, in this case, the thicker ones kind of have these very bronze, like they're called phosphor rounds. They kind of have that bronze color, but the thinner strings are usually just a very simple silver color. So what I've done, again, I'm going to hopefully get you to see up. It almost worked. Let's get that focus here. And you're going to be able to see that it has both of the, of course, the camera's not cooperating this time. Try this again. Can we do it? Will it cooperate? Will it want to focus? Here we go. Let's lock that in. Okay. And so you're going to be able to see here that we have both the copper colored string, and I wove in a bit of that silver one. Now it's a little bit harder to make a bracelet or a piece of jewelry simply with one of those thinner strings because they're so slick. They don't have that same weaving that the thicker strings have, but they make a really great piece of jewelry once they're combined. And in this case here, we have a keychain, but we could easily make a pair of earrings. And so, you know, if you're interested in simply donating them because you don't want them to end up in landfills, I'm always more than happy to get them. But if you're also happy to have something made from those strings, whether it's a piece of jewelry, I can make even some really interesting trees or other creations that give that. So those older strings are really great for that. Those are fantastic. So happy to answer any questions. If you have more questions, pop them in the comments. I'm always happy to answer. And I personally am the one who answers all of my messages. And as always, like, share, make sure that you're passing out that information. Save those strings for me, send them to me. And if you're interested in seeing my creations and potentially either ordering something I already have made or getting a custom creation made, you can always visit my website, doremi-bracelets-etc.ca. Again, do-re-mi, like the music, bracelets with an S, etc.ca. Have a fabulous day and stay tuned for my next episode. Bye now.